I'm ready. Totally ready.
Okay, so who are you?
Hi, I'm Justin from Bishop Allen.
Hi.
Hi.
My name is Hazel, and this is Marta.
I'm Marta. Hi.
Marna and Hazel?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Marta with the T.
Marta.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought it was an and for a second. Marta and Hazel. Hello.
Yeah. Hello.
Hello. So, we just had questions. How did the band come about?
Christian Rudder and I, he plays guitar. We had made music together forever. We used to be in a hardcore band called the Pissed Officers. And at some point, our tastes changed a little bit, and we started trying to write songs that were catchy and listenable. And we started out we were roommates, and we would record in our living room on a 4-track. So the two of us recorded on our 4-track. That's how the band started.
You're gonna ask the second one?
Okay. What brought about your love for music?
I don't know. I think that when I was in high school, I found music that was different than what everyone else was listening to. I think it was when I found Fugazi or something, you know, and I realized that there was this whole level of music that people were putting out by themselves, and they were kids, and they were just making music that they loved and putting out records on their own. And that whole idea became really important to me. I just loved it, and I loved the idea of being close to what you make and identifying with a group of people who love the same kind of thing. But I don't know, it wasn't something that I got in childhood. It was something that I think I got like in adolescence, where it was like certain bands and the idea that they were just kind of doing this thing on their own was really appealing to me.
Okay. So, where do you draw your inspiration for your music?
I read a lot, and a lot of ideas come from things that I read, and I also try to keep my eyes and ears open as I walk around. New York's a great place to draw inspiration from. I can stumble on some interesting conversation or just site or some historical monument or something, and those things always kind of trip your imagination and make you start thinking about your place in the world.
What's your favorite song that you guys have done?
Is it picking like your favorite child? Is that how it is?
Yeah, it's pretty hard for me to say what my favorite song is that we've ever done. It's like really, really hard, because if I pick a favorite, then someone else is neglected.
Aww.
I think right now my favorite song that we've done is like Castanets. I like the cadence of it. I like the way that it rhymes, that it like ends in a refrain. I like the chord changes in it. I like this sort of Spanish influence. I love it when the horns play. And I don't know, it feels very neat and tidy, and it's about a very specific experience that I had in Chile. But I think it transcends the tidiness and the specific experience, in my mind.
So how do you guys pass time when you're on tour?
A lot of crossword puzzles. We did so many crossword puzzles, we got really good at them. We actually moved on to these cryptic crosswords that are really, really difficult. For example, the clue would be to rest easy or to move quickly with zip in it. And the answer is lounge. Because to rest easy is lounge. To move quickly with zip, 0, lunge, put a 0 in it, lounge. So we do a lot of puzzles like that we can all work on together, and it's really fun. Sounds dorky.
If you weren't in a band and you weren't an actor, what would you be doing?
I don't know. Teaching maybe.
Yeah.
I always like teaching. I always like teachers. I like reading books, and I like education in general. I feel like being in a band and that kind of thing, in many ways for me, it's always just about continuing education, learning more about music, more about the world that I can use to make songs.
What did you see yourself that you would be when you were a kid? Is it to be a teacher or to play music?
No, it was neither to be a teacher. When I was a kid, I actually I read this book, Johnny Tremaine, which was like a fictionalized version of the Revolutionary War, and I wanted to write that book, that particular book. I wanted to be a writer. I wanted to write like these adventure stories.
That actually goes well with our next question.
Oh yeah, if you could have written one song that already has been written, what would it be?
I don't know. There's a lot of songs that I would wish I could have written. I really like the song musically and idea-wise. I really like the song "This Will Be Our Year" by the Zombies. It's like one of my favorite songs, and I love the sentiment. I love it that it's not cheesy, and I love the music behind it. Lyrically, I think it would be "Visions of Johanna" by Bob Dylan, which is just like this sort of sprawling, epic, but also self-contained and very small song, and just has like some both like funny lines and some really poignant lines. Like is everything. That song is everything lyrically. "This Will Be Our Year" is everything musically.
I thought you were gonna say "This Will Be Our Year" by the Mountain Goats.
Oh,
I don't know if you listen to them. But
I do listen to the Mountain Goats, but I'm not like fully aware of their entire inventory of songs. They have a lot of songs that I know and a lot that I don't, and I like the Mountain Goats a lot. And I wonder if it's. I mean, I feel like that song must. Those guys are aware enough that I'm sure that they know well the Zombie song, because the Zombie song's from like '67. It's off Odyssey and Oracle. Really good record.
check it out. So, what band have you been listening to the most recently?
I don't know. In the van, we've been listening to so many different bands, all up and down. Both like old bands like the Zombies and the Kinks and the Beatles, and Harry Nilsson, like less known older bands. Actually, as far as new bands go, I've always been obsessed with the Fiery Furnaces. Even as they get more obscure, I sort of follow them down their dark, winding alleys. I really like the Department of Eagles record that came out recently. It's very loud over there now.
Yeah.
But I don't know. There's just tons of bands that I've been listening to. I really like the bands that we just went on tour with.
I like them.
Yeah, we went on tour with basically like 4 bands. Mount St. Helens Vietnam band that we were on tour with for the entire time. The Miniature Tigers, who were with us for about 5 or 6 shows and like really blew me away. And I love their songs more every night. Team B, who's like people that we knew, but it's a project that I don't know, that they just have like all these super diverse songs that are really have like all kinds of musicianship embedded in them, but they're really cool. I think those are the 3 bands that we most. Oh, and Sing Sing and Marmar, who are drummers in that band, and it was just awesome. Bye, John.
What album altered your life?
The most life-altering album that I can remember, because I think albums will alter my life frequently. But it's this record by the Yummy Fur called Nightclub. They're this sort of snarky, snarly Scottish pop band. Now, some of them went on to be in Franz Ferdinand, I think, and some of them went on to be, the main guy went on to be in this band.
I think we're bouncing, but we're gonna go like somewhere around where we live and Christian lives.
Okay, cool. Well, we might be back there.
These guys live in Bushwick. I mean, the Mount St. Helens guys are staying in Bushwick.
Okay, cool. Well, I'll check in. So this record, the Nightclub by the Yummy Fur, is just like this weird, snarky pop record. It was the first record that I was like, oh, you can make pop music that's not, that's like underground, that like still like cool and personal and weird, and expresses a particular point of view, and you can do it now.
So if you were stuck in an island, this is a cliche question, with just 5 albums besides that one, which would you pick?
Probably Odyssey and Oracle by the Zombies. Highway 61 Revisited by Bob Dylan.
No, wait.
The Vinyl Femmes, their first record. He's jumping over stuff. Like some sort of collection of Otis Redding singles. That's 4. And Kinks record. The Kinks are the Village Green Preservation Society.